quarters. A quarter as a percentage is 25%.
Yeah.
3/4 is 75. 1/5 is 20%.
That's grand. You'll be fine for those. Okay, this time percentage to fraction.
3%. 3/100.
Yeah. Second one.
19/100.
Yeah, you're gonna be fine there. Okay, top one.
42. 24. 12%. I mean, no, not 12%. 21/100. I mean,
so one step at a time. So 42/100 or 21 over.
21. Simplest form, I'm pretty sure.
You halved 42, I believe.
Yeah.
And so you do the same to the bottom.
Oh, right. 21/50.
That's it. So it's proportional. Half them both. Okay, let's try next one. No, let's skip that one. Let's go to this one down here. 35%.
5/100. 100 divided by 5. 20. No, I don't think I can do that in its simplest form.
So one step at a time. What would it be in as a fraction not in its simplest form?
35/100.
Yeah, and so these are all past exam questions that I took from papers. The previous ones were 1 mark questions. These are 2 mark questions. So this is worth 1 mark, 35/100. So you would just make sure you get that, easy 1 mark first. And then is there a number that you can divide both the top and bottom by?
5/100.
So try dividing them both by 5. What do you get?
7/20.
Well done. And the bottom one.
9/20.
Well done. And you can always do a step by step. 45/100 and then get your answer. Well done. So any questions about those?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, yeah, so step by step, find a number that you can divide the top and bottom by. Okay, decimals to percentage.
0.23 is 23%.
Yep. How about this one?
85%.
Yeah, they're all the same. Okay, how about this?
70%.
That's good. Okay.
0.76.
Let's skip down to this one.
0.09.
And how about next one?
0.6.
Very good. Very good. Okay. These are calculator questions. Okay, let's try the first one.
Should I get my calculator?
Yeah, if you have it.
I'm not sure where it is, but I can use my phone if that's all right.
Yep, and I've got an on-screen calculator as well. If you, so we can use both. You can use your phone as well. If you can do percentage, okay. How about this one?
28% of 85. So,
So, any idea how you do that one with your phone?
or I would find 1%.
Much easier way.
Or
What is
10%. 10%.
No. That's a non-calculator method. Calculator. What is 28% as a decimal?
0.28.
And so you can do 0.28 times 85,000.
All right.
So try that on your phone.
Uh, 23,800.
That's great. Okay, try the top one. Top question.
5%. $360.
So that one is 360. Yes, great. So to work out these, you can convert it to a decimal and then times it, or you can also do it directly. So I can delete that, and 28 shift answer is the percent sign. So it's that yellow percent over answer. You can press equals. So you might not be able to do that with your phone, but it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Any questions with those ones?
No, I think it's good.
That's very good. Let's see. This is non-calculator. Let's try this.
Uh, Times is selling the watch for a lower price
How do you know?
because I found 10% of 80, which was 8, and then doubled it to find 20%, which is 16.
Mm-hmm.
And if Times is selling the price reduced by 18, it's cheaper.
Yes. So that one is times, and you had to show you're working out, otherwise you could just guess. And that's what they did. They got 16. Great. That's a 3 marker. Let me see. Okay. Percent, or let's say, so what would you give yourself for those ones so far? How would you rate yourself for that one? X a half, a tick, or somewhere in between?
Somewhere in between half and tick.
Okay, that's maybe like 3/4. Okay, let's try this question on the left. Any idea about this one? With the ring.
Is that calculator or non-calculator?
And this one is non-calculator. Tell me if it gets stuck.
I think I'm alright.
Okay.
Is it £493 and 10p?
£493 and 10p. I think it is. Do I have the answer? And 50p I have. It's probably just adding up some little thing in there. What methods did you use to get 17.5%?
Well, I found 1%, which is 4.2. Then I times that by 7 to get 29 point. Oh yeah, that's what I got wrong. I times it by 7 to get 29.4, and then I added that to 42, which is 10 times
Okay.
4.2, and
okay, good. Times multiplying by 7 is difficult, and to get a 0.5%, did you half 1%? Was it?
yeah.
So that'd be £2.10. Okay, so these are all exam questions. Take a look. 17.5%, 17.5%. Up, and there it is again. There it is again. Like, very common exam question. I shall show you a trick. 10%.
10% is 42.
What is 5%?
21.
And what is 2.5%?
10.5.
That's it. £10.50. What is 10 plus 5 plus 2.5?
17.5.
Yes, and because it's an increase, you have to add it to the original anyway, and so all four you can just add together.
Wait a second, I'm gonna write that down in my notes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's gonna help a lot. Thank you.
All right. And so add those up, and you get, yes, 4, 9,350. Okay, so we'll try this one on the left. Now let's try the one on the right. It's got a bigger number.
Okay.
Radio one.
£282.
282. Let us check. 282. Well done. 3 marks. Any questions about those?
No, I think I'm good.
I think you're good as well. Let's try this one on the right. It's a non-calculator.
Okay. Is it £2,490?
Like that, is it?
Yeah.
Give me a small. Now they're getting something else. How did you get that one? So 4% in. Oh, did you add it on?
Yeah.
It's a 4% increase, so you have to add it on. What did you get as 4%?
As 4%, I got 90.
What was 1%?
1% was 24.
1% would be 240, I believe.
Yeah, so I got it wrong.
Okay, go on, try again.
So 100% is 400. 1% would be 240. So 4% would be 9,000.
I think it's 900. No,
900.
900, yeah. And 4 times 4.
$960.
That's it. And so, what is William's new salary?
2,400. I mean, 2,960. Oh no, Uh, uh, 3,160.
Hold on. Old salary 24,000. 4% increase.
Yeah. 2004. I mean, 24,960.
That's it. 24960. That's it. So that one, you just take off 2 zeros. So just be careful. That one has 3 zeros. Any questions there?
No, I think I'm good.
Yeah, you're good with percentages. Why do you want to do percentages? Okay, let's try top one. This is non-calculator.
Uh, 600 and 653 pounds.
So 650 plus 20%. What is
I mean, 663.
663? It's gonna be bigger. Let's see. What is 10%?
6.5.
That is 1%.
Oh, all right. So 65.
What's next?
And it'll be. So then you would times that by 2 to get 130. You add that on, so it's 785. I mean, 780.
780. That's it. 783 marker. Let's see this one. All right, let's try this bottom one. Not easy.
Is it £259.20?
Oh, I don't know. Too close. Let's see. I think there's a little trick in this one. Is there? Each ticket was 54. It was 5% of the total. So what was the total cost of the tickets without 5%?
216.
216. And then 5% extra. How did you get 5%?
I didn't get 5%. I thought if you're adding them all together, then you should add all the percentage all together. So I did 20% instead.
It might work depending on how you do it. Did you do 5% of the 54, was it?
Yeah.
That should be the
No, no,
same.
no, no, I didn't do that. I times 54 by 4, and then I times the 5% by 4, so it'll be 20.
Ah, I see.
I never found the 5%.
Ah, okay. So go on, try finding 5% and add it on.
5% of 216. Or 5% of 54, 5% 216.
Let's do 216. They'll both work.
All right. Is it is it 10 point? Is it 10.8?
Yep. £10.80. And so total costs.
Oh, I didn't read that it was 5% for the total price of the tickets. I thought it was 5% for each ticket.
Okay. And so what was the final answer then for this one?
£226.80.
£226.80. I just want to say, I keep closing it. £276.80. And I think whichever way you do it, this should work. So £54. 10% would be £5.40, and then we had to half it, £2.70, and then if we did that times by 4, 25.50. No, I don't know. 28. That's 8, 9, 10. £10.80. So it should work whichever way you do it, but yes, you can't do 5% times 4. Yeah, 5%. It's not the same as 20%, basically. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Any questions there?
No, I understand.
You're pretty good at this stuff. This one's okay. Let me just see. I think you're good. Percentages aren't easy. No one's good at them. No, percentages are okay. Let's try this one. Percentage decrease.
£29.44.
That sounds good. £29.44. Yes, and so this is a little more difficult than the previous one. That's just a calculator way of getting the answer. This is more difficult than the previous one because it's subtracting. That's the same idea. Great, I think you're good. So I think you've got the idea for those ones. More exam questions that are very similar. I want to move you on. Okay, let's try this one. This is a non-calculator. Any idea how you do this?
It says non-calculator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me if you're stuck on the first one.
The 72 over, I mean, is it 72%?
Well done. 72 over 100, 72%. I think you'll be fine for the next one as well. You got that one. Let me see. Oh, that's a bit trickier. Okay, let's try this one. I think this is non-calc.
I think I'm a bit stuck on this one.
So what did you try for this one?
Well, I tried to times 80 by 5 to get 400 and then divide it by 4 to get 100 and do the same to 62.
So that'll work, I think. So you did
I think
80 times by 5 and then divide by 4. Okay, so 62 times 5. What did you get for that?
I got 310.
And so 310 divided by 4. To divide, so 4 is 2 times 2. So to divide it by 4, you can half it twice. So half of 310.
155.
And so then half of 155, and you won't get an easy, you won't get a nice number. Or you could even estimate it.
A hundred, I mean, 70, 77.5.
And so which one is that?
Merit.
That's it. Merit. So they got 77.5%, and so they got a merit. That's it. So I think the difficulty was the dividing by 4 bit. Yeah, to divide by 4, you can just half it twice. In the same way to times by 4, you can just double it twice. Any questions about that? Or is that one okay? Any questions about that one?
Nope.
Okay, that was all right, I think. Merit. Okay, let's see. These are calculator questions. So how could you do this with a calculator?
Uh, I'm not really sure on this one either.
So this is similar. What would it be as a fraction?
Fraction of 60 over 96.
That's it, just 60 over 96. And then how do you convert a fraction into a percentage?
Not sure.
Times by 100.
Oh, all right.
Just calculate it.
So 9,600. I mean,
Calculator.
oh yeah.
With your phone, so over is the same as divided by, and so it would look like that.
Sixty-two point five.
62.5%. 62.5%. And so, yes, write it as a fraction, times it by 100. Let's see. So these are calculator. Let's try the one on the left. Patience one.
is it 62%?
62%. No, 62%. Great. Well done. So I think you have those ones. Write it as a fraction, times it by 100. Amount as an increase. Let me just see something. Amount as a decrease. There's so much I'd like to do. See, percentages is like it's a huge thing, you know. So much for it. Let's just give it a go. This one on the left. It was 620, and then it rose to 708. You have to work out what percentage increase that is. So what is the increase as a percentage? Any idea how you do that?
You take 620 off 708,
Yeah,
and that makes
I use a calculator. And you can use your calculator for these. These are all these ones that say 1 decimal place, 3 sig fig. Those are all calculator questions.
it's 88.
Okay, so that gives you 88. We want it as a percentage. What would it be as a fraction?
88 over 620.
Yeah, and turn it into a percentage.
Uh, 41.1.
41.1%. So it just said an appropriate degree of accuracy, so I knew it wouldn't be a nice answer. They're saying 14.2.
Well, it's 41.19, so rounding up it would be.
Okay. Okay. Any questions there? So, let's do a test. Test our best. Let's see what we... Percentages, it's so big that it's kind of difficult to wrap everything around it. Okay. Test day is best day. What's this last one down here?
30%.
30%. That's that. What is the last one here?
23 over 100.
100. My writing is terrible. What is this one here?
$15 over 50.
Even simpler. You can divide them both by 10 from the beginning, I believe.
Three out of 10.
3 over 10, yep. 15 over 50 and then 3 over 10, whichever way you do it. 3 over 10. What is the last one?
38%.
Fine. Last one.
80%.
This one.
0.92.
And last one.
0.7.
So, last one, calculator. So this is calculator. Tell me if you're stuck on this.
Is it 1,620?
1,620. Well done. Then we had these ones. Okay, let's try the one on the right.
Is it no calculator?
Yeah, this one's non-calculator.
I can't see the
Oh,
oh, now I can. It's fine.
oh, okay.
Is it £75.20?
£75.20. £75.20. That's it. And so I think you're good for this. So yeah, so what would you give yourself for the percentages that we did today in general? X a half, a tick, or somewhere between?
I would say a tick, probably.
Yeah,
I think I understand.
yeah.
Just to know.
And so why did you want to do percentages? Did you try them in school and you weren't able to do them or something like that?
Kind of. I just remember not being so secure on them. Good to
Okay.
know.
I think you're pretty good at percentages. Maybe it's just because you're end of year 9 going into year 10. Yeah, I think you could do much more difficult stuff. I think you definitely could. So if we were to have another lesson, what topic would you want to do, or would you prefer I pick? It's up to you.
You can pick. I'm not really sure.
Okay, I'd probably do some tricky stuff. Do you want me to talk to your mom, or is she busy?